What's good out there to all you relatively attractive people of YouTube? First and foremost, I just want to say, hey, we hit 2,000 subs today. Thank you guys so much. I'm so far behind on my celebrations, but we got something coming for you soon. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to give you the facts. Today, Madden officially announced the Team of the Year promo coming tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time, 9:30. I messed that up so bad. And they just really dropped some amazing cards today. I am extremely excited about the potential of building my team through these cards and replacing Pat Tillman and giving Sean Taylor somebody on the other side and just building my offensive line. It's just some really good cards. I'm really excited to play with the 97 speed Hardman that's coming from Kansas City. They have a left tackle, I believe, that was really dope. And they released a Jamal card with 98 hit power. 98 hit power off gate, no power up, just the card has 98 hit power. I think that's going to be my starting strong safety once I get my hands on that card. Also, these cards are yielding about 38,000 training points if you quick sell them. So if you don't want a particular one, you can quick sell them and get a lot of value out of them. So this first video that we're going to drop today is solely to go over all of the cards that they're releasing in the Team of the Year promo. We're going to do another one right after this to show you all of the sets. I want to break it up so the videos aren't too long and you can pick and choose which one you want to watch, so we don't keep it all in one video. So this first video, we're going to talk about all of the cards that are coming out for Team of the Year. In the second video, we're going to talk about all the challenges, the solos, and the sets that you can use to get your Team of the Year cards. And now by we, I don't mean me, I mean the EA guys, because I am getting out of here. You guys know how I do this already. I just talk to you, let you know what I'm excited about. Then I just let EA talk about everything else. So I'm getting out of here. I'm condensing the EA stream so you guys don't have to go rewatch their entire broadcast. I'm going to make it faster and shorter for you guys so you just get the information you need. And this is your boy DJ the Chef, and I'm out.
92 speed, 93 acceleration, 97 agility. This item to me is a lot like a LaShawn McCoy in his prime, with the elusive factor, with the agility, ability to cut from gap to gap. He's obviously a little shorter than he was, but great catching out of the backfield at 83. Keep an eye on the carry is really the only thing, but with him with a power-up, I mean, this is an amazing item, like Christian McCaffrey level, that's pretty much going to get you to the end of the season as a second back, one of those shifty style backs.
Great stuff. All right, up next we have Patrick Ricard, fullback for the Ravens. Right here, some of the notable stats we're looking at: his strength, his awareness, his impact blocking, and look at that lead blocking right there.
94 strength. That's a highlight for me. You'd be able to move this guy all around. Plus, he's power-upable, so he's going to, I mean, this specialist coming, you know, they're 95. That's why we did start with the specialist, but these first two are throwing smoke.
All right, I'll let you take it from here, sir.
Okay, Mecole Hardman, 97 speed. Wow, that is fast. He's got 93 spectacular catch, and he's got 90 route running across short, medium, and deep. That is a really strong item here for the specialists for Mecole Hardman. Everson Griffin, he gets an item as a pass rusher here. He's a rush defensive end. 87 acceleration, 95 power move, 88 finesse move. He's got 88 strength, 89 block shed, has a power up. Really nice item for your Viking squad. Can do both. Gonna hopefully get that up to 99 power move with your power up and a little Viking chemistry. You like this one, AGK?
I do, actually. I mean, if you think about it, the NFL playoffs, they had Hunter. You know, so you're getting basically everything on the defensive line right there with Griffin and now Hunter. For the Bengals, you got Geno Atkins. Coming in with that, coming in with that 92 strength, that 95 play rec, that block shedding at 91, that 95 power move. Definitely, I think, a solid option as a defensive tackle.
Yeah, a quicker interior D tackle. If you don't have legends there, if you don't have the Randall, you don't have the Page. This player with his power move, he's going to hold up with 92 strength, 91 block shed, has a power up. Bengals, nope, they didn't get as many upgrades this season, perhaps. They didn't have their best season, but with Geno Atkins still playing at a high level, he gets a specialist for the rush defensive tackle item, and he's got 85 excel on that middle of the line.
All right, Cory Littleton, coming in here. We had a lot of middle linebackers today. You know, we had C.J. Mosley. You know, we talked a little about that. We also teased out, I think it was Luke earlier this morning. So where would you put Cory?
So Cory is 6'3" with 91 acceleration, 87 speed. That's one lower than Kuechly, I believe, and a little bit quicker than Mosley. The hip power is down at 84, but what you're really getting with Littleton is a zone coverage style linebacker. He's got better zone coverage and good play rec at 94. He is faster enough to use, in my opinion, but many people already have an item that they like there. So he's another guy who you're going to be able to drop in his own coverage. He's a sub-package linebacker. Let him roam across the middle. Doesn't have the same level of hit power as those guys, and you don't necessarily want to sub him in if you're going against the run game. He'll be pretty good with 82 block shed, but he doesn't have those like beef run stuff stats like some of the legends that we do. But those legends don't necessarily have that 86 zone coverage, 94 tackle, 94 play rec, 91 excel. Chill him in the middle, MLB 2.
All right, I hear kickers and punters are people too. So right here we teased Zane Gonzales earlier today with that 97 kick power, and then you know, that amazing 28 throw on the run. Just want to highlight that right there. And then we have Tress Way. He's got that 96 kick power, and his accuracy is at 89.
Fancy. Kickers, punters, love them. Good to see, but that's not it. We've got another one for you, another player here flying in. That is Chris Godwin. That's what Jake was looking at earlier today on the TikTok. He's a 96 overall wide receiver, slot, specialist, team of the year, his specialist position. 92 speed, 94 catch in traffic, 94 spec catch, 92 short, 95 mid, and 93 deep. Godwin had a monster season. The Bucks have had monster season. Perryman got a Football Outsiders. Mike Evans is playing in a big way. So, I mean,
got some
pretty
nice
ferocious.
specialists. You got Hardman. You also got Godwin. But there's also other wide receivers that we'll probably want to talk about. But we'll have to go ahead and get into the offensive side of the ball first. So first up, we hear a lot of people talking about Nick Chubb this year. Really wanted to get a new Nick Chubb in Madden Ultimate Team. I know there's a lot of halfbacks out there, but Nick Chubb definitely has some really nice stats. What do you think, Steve Farrells?
92 speed, 93 acceleration here with 95 trucking, 94 break tackle. The agility is on the lower end because he's a straight ahead, powerful runner. That's what you're going to want to use this one for. The Browns have now a couple good halfback options dropping in there. He does have a power-up, so you're going to have two beefy backs that the Browns can utilize. This is your first player in the offensive reveal portion that we've shown, but you like to see that carry, hangs onto the rock. He's got the power-up. Add him to your Browns theme team.
All right, next up we got Michael Thomas for all the Saints fans out there, coming in with that 90 speed, 97 catching, 95 spec catch, and he has some route running. What do you want to talk about right here?
I mean, you break the record, you don't get the item, but you get the team of the year instead, right? So Michael Thomas just had an amazing season, doing it with two quarterbacks, got 96 catch and track, 95 spec catch, has a power up, so you're going to see those even increase. His short and mid is out of control, and he can still run the deep routes that you need. That speed, you're going to want to get it boosted up as high as it can go. 6'3", good to see Michael Thomas kind of earn that item. This is kind of the culmination of a lot of stuff for a lot of these players. Some of the guys that are missing, you think deserved items earlier in the season that didn't quite get them. Team of the year is really a good time to reward those players.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I think a lot of players people were looking for a lot of different players in week 16 and 17. So you'll probably see some of these people that definitely deserved an item around then are getting them now. So next up, we got DeAndre Hopkins. He's another player that definitely deserved an item, especially during weeks 16 and 17. Just killed it out there, did really well. You want to talk about this?
92 speed for him, so he's quicker than Michael Thomas. The route running edges to Thomas, but you're still above 90 in every category, 92, 91, 90, with a power-up and some Texans chemistry. Texans have really put together some nice ultimate team items. They have your Deshaun Watson, who a lot of people like to use because of his abilities. J.J. Watt's picked up a couple. And then they've had some really good players in the past couple years, so you'll be able to get their team chemistries on some of those items. So 95 spec, 95 catch in traffic for the man in the 99 club at the start of this season. DeAndre Hopkins picks up his 96 team of the year.
All right, next up we got George Kittle. Especially after this weekend's performance, did extremely well. A lot of people, I think at the end of the day, him and Travis Kelce got the playoff item. We were just needing another Kittle because they just honestly did amazing this year. So well deserved for George Kittle right here. What are you looking at from a stat perspective?
I mean, people love George Kittle because he's one of the faster tight ends you're going to see in Ultimate Team with 88 speed. I mean, that's only 2 slower than Michael Thomas. 80 strength and 87 run block means you don't have to take him on the field if you want to run the ball. Got 88 catch in traffic with 90 spec catch, and he can run your routes. 88 short, 86 mid, and just 95 catching. Plus, he's 6'4". This guy's an animal, and it's good to see him get this item here with that fast speed. He's got the power up, and then the Niners, I mean, they've got receivers, they've got quarterbacks. They have everything you could need to put together one of the better theme teams in Madden Ultimate Team.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive line. We got Jason Peters from the Philadelphia Eagles. Walk us through this one. A lot of 90s on his player item. What's up?
I mean, the Eagles just have an insane line in this game. He's up to 95 strength with 95 pass block. Still has 92 run block for the squad. Has the power up. If you're on an Eagles team, you should be running the ball for a gazillion yards a game. You have Randall Cunningham. He's going to get protection. But Peters, this line, big, strong left tackle. Good to see them get an item.
All right, next up, we got Joel Bitonio. So this is a second Browns player. Joel Bitonio has always been one of those kind of players in Madden Ultimate Team, especially on the Browns side of the ball, that definitely gets a lot of love, but he does well kind of being out there on the offensive line. What do you want to highlight right here?
I would highlight that pass block. I mean, at 98, it's really peak that you're going to see. You can power him up to complete it to 99. He's going to get that strength up to that 90 level. He's a big interior, good pass blocking guy who still has 90 run block. Of course, the run block power being the one thing you want to protect against, but this guy for pass blocking is the way to go.
All right, we got Ryan Jensen, another Buck player right here, center. Definitely just a nice item right here. I don't think we've seen a Jensen for the most part this year. You can probably tell that it doesn't have we don't see the power-up symbol there. There's probably a lot of questions in the community of when these player items are going to get power-ups. We're checking with the Madden Ultimate Team to find out if it's going to be the next series update or a little bit sooner. We'll share that information with you guys once we hear back from the team, but it's kind of nice to see him getting an item.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the Buccaneers, they've had guys on their interior line. I believe Ali Marpet is somebody that has played in the interior of that line, but 92 strength here for Ryan Jensen. Gets your offensive center spot. 95 pass block, 91 run block. And if you've noticed so far, the first 3 have really favored pass blocks slightly so far. But let's check out the next right guard here. Dallas Cowboys, need my Cowboys.
Zack Martin. I saw a lot of people saying, come on, there needs to be a Cowboys center, but the item was reserved for Zack Martin, probably one of the fan favorites for the Cowboys. Solid item right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it speaks for itself.
You see the run block, right? So the first 3 had that pass block, favorability. But Zack Martin's just a beast in the middle. If it's not going to go to Quentin Nelson, who's another great player, who's an amazing run blocker, you'd like to see it go to Zack Martin with 93 strength, 94 pass block, 96 run block. Now, the Cowboys have good guards. They have legend guards, and they're loaded up on the line too, like the Eagles. Those are kind of your 2 better squads for that. But power up, Cowboys theme team, which is they're a very popular team. They've got the receivers. They got your Owens. They got your Irvin. They've got your Amari Coopers of the world, your Gallups. So the Cowboys offense should have no problem lighting it up.
All right, let's talk about the right tackle. We got Brandon Smith. This might be another one where people are like, who is Brandon Smith? Again, Brandon Smith, right tackle for the Colts. Just another item. It's another name, which I think is kind of cool because there's a lot of players out there that we see throughout the course of the year, that will probably be coming, whether it's, future programs or when MUT season kicks off. But it's cool to see some of these guys getting items. Brandon Smith.
Braden Smith. Braden Smith.
Why am I saying
radar.
Braden? I'm sorry, Braden Smith. Apologies.
No, it's trust me, definitely an item that is a bit of a surprise, but overall, Braden Smith must have had a monster year to earn this Team of the Year with 94 strength. He's got 93 and 93. So I personally really enjoy these players with balance, especially if they can get potentially power-ups in the future. When a guy is balanced at the start of the year with 94 strength, 93 pass block, 93 run block, you know that as he continues to get better and better, he's going to be somebody I like to invest in early because I prefer to play a more balanced style. Now, if I'm going to only run the ball or only pass the ball, then I can favor different players. But when I'm not really sure where the game is going, I like to kind of keep myself balanced, and a Braden Smith does that for you.
Yeah, I saw some comments in there, guys. You guys are really awesome, very forgiving in the chat. Braden Cralo, Braden. They spelled it out.
It's one of those new school names. It's like a new school name.
I think I was looking off camera when we were talking about this, but great stuff. Okay, so let's go. Who's the quarterback going to be No other than Russell Wilson. We kind of teased that over on TikTok. Coming in with that 87 speed. He's got that 92 throw power, 95 throw accuracy deep, a 98 throw on the run, 96 play action. I'm liking this item.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Russell Wilson in Madden Ultimate Team going back the last few seasons. I don't know if it's the height that makes him feel a little bit more maneuverable. Obviously, you have speedy quarterbacks like Vic and Lamar, but to me, Russell Wilson's always had a really good balance of what I like in a quarterback, and the 95 deep kind of being the icing on that cake. He has a power up, so you're going to be able to potentially even get that throw power a little bit higher to go with the deep accuracy. The 87 speed is nice on an item like this, and then 98 throw on the run. For those of you that like to roll out, Russell Wilson is it.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go on the defensive side of the ball. Before we do, let's go ahead and do a giveaway.
Let's walk through the defensive players real quick here. We got Calais Campbell from the Jags. What are some of the notable stats here that you like, Z. Farles?
I like to stuff the run. With 96 block shedding, Calais Campbell's always been one of the better players at that. He's 6'8". He has 93 strength. He is a veteran in his career. This is a guy I met last season at the Super Bowl, and we went back and forth. I was doing some ratings adjusting, and he was like, hey. I was like, you are 6'8". I'm going to make sure you get right. And look at these ratings reflect that. 96 block shed, so that's going to pretty much go up to 99 with the power up. You can kind of finagle some chemistries in there. Still has 92 power move, which is good at the left end position, but he also has 89 finesse move. So it's not like he's balanced in his rush moves. Has 93 strength, and then even though he's older, he still has 84 acceleration at the end spot. I would probably move this player defensive tackle or that rush defensive tackle specialist position once you put him in your lineup. That's where I would move Calais Campbell and bring him in on those type of downs. Unless I can't stop the stretch, which if I was Gibbs, I can't stop the stretch. So Gibbs would put this player out on the edge, lined up against a tight end, and he would utilize that block shed to potentially get off blocks and stop the run. So early downs, if they're running outside, get him out there, and then later move him into that interior spot because he's good enough to stuff the runs up the middle.
All right, and we got Grady Jarrett, if you're a Falcons fan out there, coming in a defensive tackle. Some notable stats here are his block shedding, his power move, his play rec, his strength, all that great stuff.
Yeah, some beef there. Grady Jarrett, I believe, is also from Clemson, who's playing in the national championship game tonight, so that's going to be a fun one. 91 power moves, 95 block shed, you can't go wrong with that, and then good play rec for your Falcons squad if you're running that. 86 excel at DT too, pretty notable. But I mean, look at the difference between the Calais Campbell and the Grady Jarrett. He's a DT, and they have similar block shed. And then look at the difference in finesse move. Calais, just a monster. I'd reiterate how good that item is for Campbell.
Yeah, someone said, you know what? There's no Packers being released, but right here we have ZaDarius Smith coming in as a left outside linebacker for the Packers. He did some work yesterday. I know he definitely sacked Russell Wilson, came right through that line, and he was okay taking that penalty. But it was just, he looked really good out there. What do you like about his stats right here?
So on his shirt yesterday, I think he had like snubbed. He wrote snubbed on his shirt because I don't think he made the Pro Bowl. I believe that was him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So he did not get snubbed from Team of the Year.
There you go.
ZaDarius Smith, former Raven, I play with 4 ZaDarius Smiths on my defensive line. Yep. Rising star ZaDarius Smith. 96 power move is really your bell of the ball move. Does have 88 acceleration and 96 play rec. Do consider, though, with ZaDarius, rushing him from a position where he's not going to have to potentially hold up in the edge of the run game with the 76 block shed. You want him back because he still has 86 strength and 90 tackle, but you want to try and rush him from off of the line where you're just kind of using that 96 power move, which with power up, pretty much got a 99 rush end here with 88 excel.
All right, next up, we talked about Luke earlier this morning. We walked through kind of right there. There might be some options out there for you as a player where you'll be able to user him. This is more like kind of like we consider it more like a CPU kind of middle linebacker if you want to. Or if you're a Panthers fan, it's like, no, he's my guy. I'm going to user him. You can do that as well.
93 hit power, 95 tackle. Still got 82 zone, and the play rec is where he's going to, do really well. User controlled, has 91 acceleration in the middle, and then still has 88 block shed. Compare him to the ZaDarius. He's going to still be able to play in the run game with Kuechly, and he's got the power up.
All right, next up, we got Chandler Jones, right outside linebacker for the Cardinals. What are your thoughts, Steve Farles?
I think my thoughts are that I'm a Chandler Jones fan account. I love Chandler Jones. I think he's awesome. I think he's had a very, very, very good season, even though, he's getting up there. He has racked up the sacks the last couple seasons. Power up, 89 acceleration, 95 power move, and then 85 strength, 84 block shed. So he's a little more balanced than the ZaDarius on the other edge regarding strength and block shed, but still has the power move similar, and then he's a little quicker with the excel. Good play rec, good size on Chandler Jones. People know that I love Chandler Jones. Got the power up. That's enough said about him.
All right. Next, now let's go talk about some corners. We got Casey Hayward Jr. There's a lot of cornerbacks in Madden Ultimate Team. However, this is the time of the year where they do recognize some of the players like Casey Hayward Jr. Thoughts here?
So what I think about this is 97 man coverage is awesome. You would say, well, he's then a man cover corner, right? Because that's what he brings to the table as his high rating. But because he has a power up and his zone's still at 94, by the time you get this guy trained up,
It's going to be pretty.
his zone is going to get it done. I like that his agility is faster than his speed to go with the man coverage, but at 5'11", and then probably he's going to end up around 94 speed. I think he is going to end up being a zone cover corner for you. Does have good press, but I would play a little more zone just because the speed's not exactly top end. You're looking at, I like the taller players like a Seahorn for man, Dion obviously, and Patrick Peterson, like those style of players. Whereas the Hayward's a little shorter, I might play him in zone a little bit, but he's going to have 99 man on your team, so you're good to do that too. So a nice, really balanced item that can do both.
All right, Tre'Davious White. If you're looking for a little bit more speed, you can get it in Tre'Davious White. Again, just some solid stats around here, especially if you're having theme teams. I think right now you're going to see a significant increase in a lot of the other stats if you've kind of maxed out that team.
Agent K, it's out of control right now. We got to stop and do a giveaway. I'm sorry. I know they want the players, but we just hit 25K.